Hello friends, welcome to Knitography. I'm Patricia and I'm coming to you today from a very blustery day in the middle of Norway. So I just wanted to start outside. I'm headed up to the studio, but today I've taken a hike up to the top of the mountain to see the sunrise and to knit on my Isla Pearlbeck shawl. But I wanted to pop in today because I have today completely free, completely to myself, and just share with you some of the adventures that I'm about to go on at the end of this week, and to tell you a little story behind one of them. But I hope you're well. I hope you've been enjoying your knitting bag book. And if you have autumn, I hope that you're enjoying watching the leaves fall and dance about in nature. And yeah, it's been absolutely stunning here. We've had a dry and sunny autumn, and I've spent a lot of time on the top of the mountain. So as you can see, this wind is amazing. It's a glorious day, and although I'm heading up to the studio so that we can have a chat, I wanted you to see just how beautiful it is here in the middle of Norway. So I have popped up to the studio now where we won't have any microphone interference. It's really hard to come inside. There's just a chill in the air, and the sun is, it's partly cloudy, and I've really enjoyed this day just to myself. It's been a really busy time for me getting ready to travel, but tomorrow I will run the last of my errands and get packed. And on Friday, I will head to Lillehammer to celebrate Mitten Day, and I'm going to tell you about that today. And then on Saturday night, I'll return. And then Sunday, I will get my son off to Singapore on a musical tour. And then Monday morning, I will be heading to the United States to spend, a little longer than a week to attend the Rhinebeck Festival. So I am extremely excited and a little bit overwhelmed to make sure that I don't forget anything. But everything is set for me to have this time, and I am truly grateful for it and just looking forward to the whole experience. So I made myself a little cup of tea. And I thought I would just start off by telling you that I have been, this week is the autumn holiday in Trøndelag. And I think Oslo had their autumn holiday last week. But autumn holiday is really a holiday in Norway. From the old days, it's called potato holiday. And that means that the children were out of school and the families were home and everybody was working together to harvest the potatoes. And so that's kind of turned into what we know today as the autumn holiday. But in my work, we decided that we were going to extend our Christmas break, and so I've been working this week. By working, I mean I have been sitting in meetings. I have been sitting in meetings for 6-7 hours a day, and of course there were some breaks, but I am not a person that likes to sit for long periods of time. And so it was really comforting to have my knitting. As a matter of fact, I finished the sleeves to my Starfall jumper. I finished the sleeves to my Telia jumper. And I finished just the end of both of my kofta sleeves. And I posted those on Instagram if you'd like to see them. I'm thinking about casting the body on to my Starfall jumper, which is a real autumnal looking colors palette that I've chosen. And I'm thinking about casting that on and using that as my travel knitting or socks. I haven't really decided. But today I'm not thinking about traveling or projects or getting any kind of preparations. I just took today for myself. So I got up this morning and I climbed the mountain to see the sunrise, and I came back down and had breakfast and got myself ready. And I have just been listening to BBC and relaxing and sitting out in that area that I was like at the beginning of the vlog, and knitting away on my Isle of Pearlbeck shawl. I'm really enjoying this shawl, and even though I made a mistake and chose their finger weight when this is actually DK, I'm only on clue 3, and it's, you know, it looks like it's going to block out and be a decent size shawl. So I'm really happy with that. The yarn is from the Isle of Purbeck itself, and you can see lots of pictures of that on my Instagram. I'm really enjoying it. So Friday, I am leaving for Lillehammer. That's really what I wanted to pop in and talk to you about today. I'm headed down to Lillehammer to celebrate on Saturday the first day of winter, or in Norway what we call Mitten Day. Now, I'm not an expert on the meaning of Mitten Day, but as I've lived in Norway, I know that this day is based on the Norwegian calendar called a Primstav. And this is actually my Primstav. It was given to me as a millennial gift, you see, in the year 2000. And by then, I had lived in Norway, at least 3 or 4 years. I can't remember. But anyway, on the millennial, I got this as a gift. And I have learnt much about it's broken up into these lines, and then there are pivotal moments in the calendar that is represented by these symbols. And right now, of course, we are on the summertime side. So that's represented here by the sun. And then on October the 14th, everyone will turn over the Primstav, and you see that the first symbol, the first day of winter, is the mitten. Now, I always have celebrated Mitten Day. I always turn over my calendar. But for me, and what I've learned through living here, Mitten Day is really, as I said, the first day of winter, and the day that you get all of your mittens out and your woolly things out, and kind of air them out and get them ready for winter. And a lot of us have already gotten that out, but it's just sort of historically, that's my understanding of it. So I have always celebrated getting my kids' things out. We always kind of like on this day go through their things and see what's too big or what's too small or what do they need, and make sure everybody has the right kind of warm shoes that fit. And it's been sort of that sort of thing. But now that we're all older, of course, you just get the things out, air them out, make sure that some of the things are packed away, and that's basically how I've done it. But this year, I noticed on Instagram that the mitten group, it's really hard to translate Vottelauget for me, because it sort of translates as mitten team, and they're not a team, but they're a group. And they're the people that are behind this book that I shared early in the year in my vlogging, the Eventyrvotter, the fairy tale mittens. Now, there's a group of women, and for me, they're sort of iconic and knowledgeable and famous to me. So they are coming together on Saturday in Lillehammer at a very special historical museum to celebrate Mitten Day. And I'm on my way to join that celebration and, to be in their presence. And yeah, it's as exciting to me as going to Rhinebeck. So I'm really looking forward to Saturday, although of course, I'm nervous because, I'm from Trøndelag and I speak Trønder and, I'm a foreigner and I'll be using Norwegian. So I'll be doing my best and, trying not to be shy or anxious or anything like that. I mean, once I get going, I'm pretty outgoing, but crowds and things like that, everybody has their threshold for what they can do. But they are behind this book that I hold dear and have learned much from. So I'm hoping to say hello or, just hear them, or I'm not sure how it's all going to play out. I don't really know what the day is going to be like. But I'm going to join them. And also, you might know this book, the Volter book, which is, it's translated, it is available in English, and it's called, I think it's called Mittens Around Norway. And you can actually get this book. But I have been working on, I needed to learn it is a Latvian braid technique, but I needed to learn the Norwegian style. So I've been practicing because I want to begin these mittens in celebration of Mitten Day. And I do have other mittens on the go, and possibly tomorrow I can share some of those with you. I've been knitting lots of little things behind the scenes, but I really want to knit these because this Nina Sæther, Nina Gronlund Sæther, she is going to, I think, hold a lecture that I'll be attending on Saturday. And so she is the author of this book and some amazing designs. She has a new design out that's like a winter theme with a cat. It's absolutely stunning. So she has lots of designs. So I'm really looking forward to celebrating Mitten Day. And I'm going to do my best to share Instagram stories. And hopefully there'll be some people that I know on Instagram there. Maybe some English-speaking people. I don't know. I have no clue. I've never attended. I'm just going with an open heart and with lots of excitement to participate. I'm going on Friday, and I'm going to go out to have a nice meal, and I'm going to see the Norwegian author's movie Snowman, which absolutely terrified me. But and I know the movie hasn't gotten very good critics, but I'm going anyway. And then Saturday morning, I will get up and I'm going to explore the museum and participate in everything that I possibly can. And then I'll be journeying back home Saturday night. It'll be quite a drive. And Sunday morning I'll get up and I'll be getting my son off to Singapore for a 2-week musical tour in Asia. And then I will leave on Monday and head to Rhinebeck. So I'm excited. I have ordered some buttons. So if you are a friend and I'm going to meet you there, I've got some buttons for you, some Knitography buttons, and I'll probably take a special knitting bag book in the hopes that some of my friends will sign it, and that way I can, make sure that I've heard it's a bit overwhelming. So I want to make sure the people I meet that I remember. So when I give a button, I'll just ask for a signature or, so that I don't forget anything. And I'm mostly excited about my friend Lori from Chicken Wood Studios, spending some really quality time with her. I'm going to have several days with her, and, she's pretty much a fiber spinning expert and soap maker, and yeah, I am so honored and appreciative to have that opportunity to be with her. And then we will head to Needles Up on Friday night, and we're going to try to head over to the Indie Trunk Show. And then there is this Jill Draper get together that she's gotten tickets for us. And yeah, we're going to try to attend everything, and yeah, not overdo it, but you know, take it easy, and yeah, try to, you know, really soak it all in. And then I must head back the following week, early in the week. But those are the plans. So I am going to record again tomorrow to share some mittens and some things that some of my knitting that I don't have right here. But I wanted to say hello, and just here at the end, in these upcoming videos, I wanted to also focus on my sponsor, because I have a sponsor for Knitography, and this is a beautiful, inspiring maker, and her name is Catherine Stordhay, and she is the maker behind bed underscore of underscore roses on Instagram. And her feed is extremely inspirational. We have been connected for quite a long time. And she now has an Etsy shop, and she makes beautiful knitting haberdashery. She makes stitch markers. This is her beautiful. She's got lots of lovely tags, and she makes stitch markers and progress keepers. I hope you can see those. She makes DPN covers that are connected with stitch markers, and she made this beautiful knitter's necklace for me that I'm going to wear tomorrow into the city that I want to share with you. And her packaging is beautiful. This is her card. I'll just hold that up in case you want to see it. And you can see that she's on Instagram as @bedofroses. I've gotten many of her things, but she's given lots of lovely prizes and beautiful things. And if you go on Instagram, you'll see that I have tagged her and connected to her in case you don't pick it up in this video. But she is sponsoring lots of giveaways. I'm going to take several of them to introduce my knitting friends to her amazing products in Rhinebeck. And she ships worldwide. And she's a florist, and has an interest in interior design, and she has a very special aesthetic. So as a photographer and stylist and maker myself, I really appreciate her perspective. So I wanted to highlight her a little bit today, and just tell you a little bit about Mitten Day, what it was all about, show you my Primstav. I hope tomorrow that I'll have some knitting to show you, some of my mittens maybe that I've cast on, and generally just say hello, show you a bit of autumn. I hope you're well, and I'll meet you again tomorrow in my city. And then I'll meet you on my way to Lillehammer and in Lillehammer. And then I'll meet you in Rhinebeck in New York. So have a wonderful day if this finds you. And when it does find you, I hope it finds you happy, well, taking care of yourself, focusing in your knitting bag book on well-being and gratitude and giving back. And I'll speak to you again tomorrow. Goodbye, friends.